the remake of Aladdin was a movie that I didn't quite know how I felt about going into it. I mean, I love the director, Guy Ritchie. Love him. Lock, Stock, Snatch, The Gentleman. And she's got one out with Jake Gyllenhaal right now. I just think he's an incredible filmmaker. But when they announced that he was going to be doing the live action version of Aladdin, I was like, really? Like, as much as I love him, I didn't know it was a fit. And then you had the star Mena Massoud, who I had never heard of up until that point. And I ended up loving this movie. I mean, it's not as good as the original Robin Williams masterpiece, don't get me wrong, but I ended up absolutely loving this movie. I think it's absolutely fantastic. Maybe the best live action adaptation. No, I'll say it is definitely the best live action adaptation that I think they've done. I think I had even put it above Cinderella. And I love their Cinderella. Kenneth Branagh's directed Cinderella with Lily James. And the movie was an absolute success. I mean, check this out. The movie opened to $91 million and went on to join the $1 billion club, making $1.05 billion at the box office. An incredible success. Now, despite that, and this insane success, $1 billion club movie that they had, Mena Massoud has not really appeared in anything else, other than some Lifetime romance comedy movie on, like, again, the Lifetime Network or something, with one of the girls from Riverdale, where she plays a girl who comes back to manage a local hotel, and he's the handsome chef. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Star of a $1 billion film. I don't know why this. Now, a lot of us thought he might play Ezra in Star Wars, like the live action version of Ezra Bridger from Star Wars Rebels. A lot of us thought he might be it, but apparently he's not. Now, anyway, Mena Massoud was on Twitter, and somebody asked him a question. They asked him on Twitter, hey, how do you think Little Mermaid is going to do? Because, of course, we got Little Mermaid coming out with Haley Bailey is coming, and I think this looks pretty damn good. The first reactions are out, sound pretty good. And Mena Massoud said this when asked about how he thinks it'll do. He says, well, our film, talking about Aladdin, was unique in that audiences went to watch it multiple times. It's the only way we reached $1 billion mark with our opening. He's being a little bit self-deprecating there because, again, the movie didn't open, Aladdin didn't open to $150 million, $200 million. It opened to $91 million. And while it's not unheard of for a movie that opens to $91 million or less to make $1 billion, it's rare. Usually it's movies that open much bigger, usually. So you're saying, hey, the only way our movie was able to make $1 billion is because people kept going back to see it with an opening like ours. My guess is, he says, The Little Mermaid doesn't cross the $1 billion mark, but will undoubtedly get a sequel.
How dare he?
How dare he, sir? Good day, sir.
With your analytics.
With your damn analytics. So basically he says, look, our film didn't have the best opening, but we got to $1 billion because people just kept going to multiple times. Now, I don't think Little Mermaid's going to make $1 billion, but it's undoubtedly going to get a sequel. This is not by any means falling under the definition of slamming Little Mermaid. Guess what? I'm looking forward to Little Mermaid. Ask me. Go ahead, Jonathan. Ask me if I think Little Mermaid's going to make $1 billion at the box office.
Well, okay, in terms of box office, do you think Little Mermaid will hit $1 billion?
No, I do not think it's going to hit $1 billion.
The League of Mermaid Gentlemen are coming for you, sir.
Hey, listen. I hope it does. It would be great if it does. It's certainly possible. And I'm looking forward to seeing the movie. I don't think it'll hit $1 billion, but guess what? Newsflash. This movie doesn't need to make $1 billion to be a smash success. This movie makes $650, $700, $800 million. Guess what? That's a win. Doesn't have to be $1 billion. So Mena Massoud, all he says is, now I don't think this movie is going to make $1 billion, but I do think it'll undoubtedly get a sequel, right? Well, holy shit. That is not what the Little Mermaid fans wanted to hear, because they eviscerated Mena Massoud on social media. So much so that this poor kid had to delete his Twitter account. It got so bad. This is just some tastings of the response he got. Remember, all he said was, hey, somebody asked him, do you think it's going to make $1 billion? He says, I don't think it'll make $1 billion, but it'll undoubtedly get a sequel. Look at some of these responses. Your film reached $1 billion, but you're still jobless. Seems like you got other things to worry about. Somebody else says, Mena Massoud chose violence with his comment about the Little Mermaid's box office. Get a fucking life. Anyway, chose violence with his Little Mermaid box office comment. And now the Little Mermaid stands are coming after him. Also, somebody else put a little bit more thought and said, Mena Massoud, you're pea green with envy because your CGI monster snooze fest of a very bastardized version of Aladdin. Guess what? Your Little Mermaid that's coming out, which I'm excited about, but it's going to be a bastardized version of the Little Mermaid too. And that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Anyway, your snooze fest of a very bastardized Aladdin made $1 billion. Got forgotten. It wasn't forgotten. And you were never cast in anything meaningful again. Hailey Bailey is a true star. And the Little Mermaid is about to eclipse everything. Anyway, that's just a sample size of the abuse and vitriol that this kid, Mena Massoud, for having the audacity, when somebody asked him a question, do you think Little Mermaid will make $1 billion? He said, I don't think it'll make $1 billion, but I think it'll undoubtedly get a sequel. Listen, this is yet another symptom of just how freaking brutal the online film fan world has become. Like, we have become so tribal that you are either 100% in our camp or you are the enemy. How dare you say this isn't going to make $1 billion? I'll tell you what. And this might be a hot take, but these people who just decided to completely assault this kid simply for saying, I don't think it'll make $1 billion, you are every bit as bad as those racist pieces of crap who went after Kelly Marie Tran or went after John Boyega. You're every bit as toxic and you are every bit as bad. This was uncalled for. And it's just, this type of thing needs to get out of movie fandom.
Well, that's what I was thinking is like, where were these people when all these racist idiots were going after her?
I don't know. Maybe because this guy's a star. Mena Massoud's a star. Now listen, well, look, if I'm Mena Massoud's PR agent and he comes to me and says, hey, John, do you think I should answer this question about whether I think Little Mermaid is going to make $1 billion? Well, I would say, don't lie and say you think it will, but maybe just don't answer that question. I mean, look, was it ill-informed to answer the question at all? Maybe he shouldn't have answered it, but it's really not that big of a offense. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about the comments Mena Massoud made about Little Mermaid? I mean, all he said was, I don't think it'll make $1 billion, but I think it definitely gets a sequel. What do you think about the response this kid has got? What do you think about the tone and temperature of online fandom right now? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, ExpressVPN. Guys, it is 2023 and online privacy and security has never been more important. You see, every device, phones, computers, tablets, has a unique IP address, which is like an internet phone number and reveals personal information about you. It's super simple for somebody online who knows what they're doing to find your IP address if you've ever clicked on a sketchy link or opened an email from somebody you don't know. Your IP address could become exposed. Now that's where ExpressVPN has your back. ExpressVPN is an app that hides your real IP address and replaces it with a dummy one, keeping you safe and private. And you don't have to be some kind of techie to use a VPN. Guys, it is so easy to use. Just download the ExpressVPN app on your phone or computer, tap one button to turn it on, and you're protected. And if you like your streaming entertainment, here's the coolest part. They let you choose what country you want your IP address to look like it's coming from. This is incredibly useful because services like Netflix and Disney Plus give you different shows depending on what country you're in. So secure your family's online activity and unlock tons of new shows by visiting expressvpn.com/Campea. Use my link and you can get 3 extra months free. That's expressvpn.com/Campea. Go to expressvpn.com/Campea to learn more. Hey guys, thanks for checking out our video. Make sure you like and subscribe to our channel here. And also, if you want to hear our full daily show, go and subscribe to our podcast, the John Campea Show podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcasting app of choice.